Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome back to the Twin Stick Podcast. We're your hosts, Luke and Jackson Hershey, twins from Charlotte, North Carolina. Same face, two opinions. And guys, welcome back to week 5 of the college football Saturday weekends. It's been awesome. We got week 4 of NFL coming up this Sunday. Lots of great games. And really, this is the best weekend so far. So, man, we're just hyped and enjoying every part of it. Yeah, I think, first of all, I was hearing this on College Game Day this morning. We're filming this Saturday. I think this week for just a slate of college football is the best weekend I think there's going to be all year. I mean, you got top teams playing in every single time slot. Our butts are going to be on the couch all day watching football, and so you literally can't beat this time of year. October's rolling around. Our birthdays this week, making this week is insane. We were actually at UNC Chapel Hill yesterday. Me and Jackson are starting to look at colleges on where we want to go next year and take the podcast. And we were looking at UNC Chapel Hill. Got to catch up with our guys, Derek Dixon, Bryce Baker, and UNC. Literally, I mean, the campus is beautiful. So that was really cool to get to do yesterday. And so, guys, going into today, we thought, what's a better way to start off our Saturday than picking off the game day predictions? Like we said, best weekend. So 5 games today. I'm going to start off Ole Miss, LSU. Who do you got? I think we got to go LSU. LSU, in my opinion, besides Ohio State, is the best looking team in college football this year. They've had some amazing wins. What Weeks is an absolute dog. I'm taking LSU. All right, Auburn A&M. So I hate how. First of all, I think the refs gypped Auburn last week. I think A&M's coming off of a bye. I'm not biased when I say this, but I think Auburn is one of the best teams in the SEC, and they come out. They're not ranked this week. They're pissed off. They lost to Oklahoma because of the refs, and I think they're going to come out and really shock the Aggies in an away game. Give me the Tigers. All right, Ohio State, Washington. Shoot, I mean, you want Ohio State to lose. I mean, number one, losing to Washington would be unbelievable. I just think Ohio State's offense and their entire team. I think they're playing too powerful. Their running backs are really solid. I just got to go with Ohio State. All right, we got the last 2 big games. Honestly, 2 of the biggest games of the year. Alabama, Georgia. Who do you got? Shoot. Okay, so this is a really interesting game because I don't think Georgia. I don't think they're there yet. And I think Alabama is starting to figure things out. So I like the upset. Just like last year, I like Ryan Williams going off against Georgia. And I think Bama is going to take everyone by surprise, start to put things back into perspective. Kalen DeBoer is kind of fighting for his job right now. People in Alabama they're so used to winning time and time again. And I think that's going to start right here today. Give me Alabama. All right, last game. College Game Day was there this morning. The biggest game this afternoon. We got Penn State, Oregon, whiteout. Who do we got? All right, so everyone's talking. Penn State's not been playing amazing the last 3 weeks. You know what? The offensive coordinator's just not trying to give all the plays away. Sometimes you just have to slowly get into formation. And I think Oregon, look, they're an amazing team. And they're going to come to Penn State and play. But there's nothing like a whiteout at Penn State. So I say we are Penn State. Give me the Penn State Nittany Lions. They're going to take the dub today. Dude, can't agree more. Penn State is a team this year. I mean, they've looked a little sketchy, but I think this is where they come out and prove that they are the truly number 1 team in the country. It's going to be a good Saturday for football. Yeah, it's going to be unbelievable. And today we honestly have an amazing guest coming on, one that we actually shot a couple weeks ago. But it's an amazing guy. RJ Godfrey's coming on the show. And RJ Godfrey is an amazing basketball player, played for Clemson. For 2 seasons, took the team to the Elite Eight, which I don't know that that's ever happened before at Clemson, and actually ended up transferring to Georgia, where his dad played college football, is in the Hall of Fame there, and then ended up coming back to Clemson and is going to lead that team this year. The dude is an unbelievable player, puts up 20-point games all the time like it's just a regular thing, is a really strong Christian, leads Bible studies for the team. It was just really cool to kind of sit down with him, hear a little bit about his story. Clemson, thank you so much for helping us set this up. This one we were really hyped about. So without further ado, RJ Godfrey, let's go.
Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to the Twin State Podcast, and we got an awesome guest hopping on with us today. One of the stars on the Clemson men's basketball team. We got none other than legend RJ Godfrey.
Let's go.
Appreciate you guys for having me.
Dude, of course, man. Thank you. Thank you for taking the time on a busy morning, bro. First of all, how's off-season training been? I know Clemson's coming into a huge season this year, so when did y'all kind of start off-season training? How's it been?
This summer was really fun. It was awesome being back here. A lot of the guys started early in May.
Yeah.
I mean, the investment and the want-to by the guys, especially the returners and the older guys, just trying to get here early and get started and learn the system. And, you really just enjoy Clemson for what it is. Was at a all-time high this year. And the new guys and like Nick Davis and Jake getting to, fish with those guys every day. And obviously Dill, that's my guy. Just being back with him, I mean, this summer couldn't have been better.
Dude, that's awesome. We really want to get into this upcoming season and kind of what you've been doing over the last couple of years, but we kind of wanted to start off from the beginning for you. When did you really get into basketball?
I was always playing different sports growing up, but when I knew I could be something in basketball, it was probably my ninth grade year. I was never good at basketball growing up. I was
Really?
Yeah, I wasn't that good. I was always smaller than everybody. I was a point guard who couldn't shoot really, so I never really played a lot. So, I'd probably say I had my first good season my ninth grade year, and I was like, hey, I might as well stick it out. So,
Dude, that's crazy. So you figured it out freshman year. So when did your kind of recruiting process start? So you started in freshman year. When did you kind of get your first offer?
I got my first offer June 6th of 2020. It was a crazy time. That's when obviously lockdown was going on, and
Right.
Kennesaw State was my first offer. So that was just a fun time of life. I know it was crazy, but that's probably the best time of my life. But when COVID hit, that's when everything excelled. I had a really good sophomore
that's
year.
interesting.
We made a elite 8 run, pretty deep run at North Gwinnett. I think that's the furthest we ever been. That was the first time we made I made the Elite 8 3 times in high school, and that was the first time we made it. And that run got a lot of eyes on me, and I had a couple offers, and then I kind of got the bigger schools when we started playing. In July and August. So,
Dude, that's wild. Dude, that's so cool. What was it like? What was your kind of feeling like when Kennesaw State called and said they were offering you? Was it like your whole world was like, shoot, I'm gonna go play college basketball somewhere, or what was kind of your feeling when you got that offer?
Yeah, that's like, I mean, when you're a young kid, that's all you really want. Like your Division I offer. I mean, I had it written down. On top of my goals list, and I still remember this day. I was sitting on my porch, my back porch, playing with my cat. And I got a call. He was like, all right, RJ, this is Kennesaw State. We're gonna offer you. I jumped around, ran throughout the house, and my brother, who played football in Kentucky, he was just like he was just like amazed because it was like nobody was expecting this. So,
wow, that's insane, dude. That's cool.
But,
dude, so, man, eventually, obviously, you ended up choosing Clemson. What stood out to you about Clemson that made you feel like that was home for you at the time?
At the time, definitely the guys there. Ian Shefflin, I grew up playing against him when I was. We've been playing against each other since we were 6. And I never got to know him until I went on my visit, and just him and guys like Josh Beadle, who's now at Coastal Carolina. It was just guys like that. I mean, I wanted to build, lifelong friendships. Obviously, like, we're in a business and it's a sport, but also there's a huge relationship part to it. So I just think the guys I got along with were just awesome. PJ Hall, Hunter Tyson, like those guys.
Yeah.
As soon as I met those guys were like family already. So I was like, man, I gotta check Clemson out. Obviously, Barnell gave me some good pitches as a young. I can't remember the pitch he gave me when I was a freshman, But just the way he just teaches the game and allows you just to pick up on stuff was something that stood out to me from an early age.
Yeah, it's funny you said Ian Sheff, and I'm like, he's playing football this year, which that's a 180. That's crazy. So you go to Clemson. What was kind of your freshman season like? Like, was the change from college, from high school to college, a huge change right away, or did it feel like, okay, I can kind of step into this?
Absolutely, the game is night and day different from high school to college. Obviously, the speed, the pace, just in the information, just from 1 year and one level of basketball is drastic. I did play a little bit my freshman year. I had a okay freshman season, but I think mentally I wasn't up to par to be a really good player at the time. Just different coverages and there's stuff I didn't know that was in basketball when I got to Clemson. So
Yeah.
the game is definitely night and day. And the jump players have to make today are very big.
Man, we love to ask athletes about basketball, but we also love to ask them things about outside of basketball. So if you're just sitting around and you don't have practice and you don't have to worry about it, what's the main thing you're up to and what are you doing?
Automatically, I'm fishing.
Hey,
I love to fish. I grew up a fisherman. My dad had me fishing since I was 3 years old. So, especially these last 3 years, I've been real hot. Like, each spring, each summer, I've been having really good fishing summers. Like, I had a really good summer this summer and spring fishing, and last summer was pretty nice. I got some good spots. I got a lot of I got a lot of little honey holes. When I was at Georgia, but I love to fish. I love to.
Yeah, how's the fishing around Clemson? Are there a lot of good places to kind of go stop by?
Yeah, so we're actually on Lake Hartwell. So that's a pretty renowned lake in the South. All the Bassmaster Classics and MFL tournaments, like in the late summer and spring, they're all here. So we have some really good spotted bass fishing here. Really good striper fishing. But there's a couple of I love to fish on isolated ponds like golf courses and just ponds that you see off the street. Like that's my type of fishing. But there's some really good spots here in Clemson.
Dude, that's sick. That's really cool. That's really cool. Yeah, I remember we went to. This is more deep sea, but we went out to Mexico, and I remember like me and Jackson have an older brother that played college football. My dad and the four of us went out fishing, and it was a crazy day. I caught a marlin. Jackson caught a marlin, and then we're like,
that's crazy.
Like I couldn't understand the workers, like because they are all speaking Spanish. I couldn't understand what they were saying, but they just we're just sitting there in the middle of the ocean, and they just all start yelling like, let's go. And we're like, what is going on? And we just start speeding like 20, 30 miles an hour across the ocean. And they're like, everyone throw out their poles, and we caught like 20 yellowfin tuna within about 5 minutes. And like you just throw your line.
That's insane.
Like it was one of the craziest experiences of my life. It was crazy, but that's sick, bro.
Yeah, that's
I think
that's some fun fishing.
No, go ahead.
Yeah, deep sea fishing. That's something that I kind of want to get more into, especially when I'm done with college. I can't go with my dad, but deep sea fishing is like a marlin is like that's like a trophy fish. So
dude, it was sick. Yeah, I think when you're, I don't know, I might have been in like 8th grade. I thought I was on top of the world, bro. It was crazy, but that's sick, man. So you end up, dude, elite. So y'all made the Elite Eight at Clemson. Like that was something that really hadn't. I don't know if it had happened before or if it hadn't. It'd been a while. What was it like? And that team was so special with, like you said, PJ Hall and Ian Shefflin. Like, what was it like with the fan base right behind you during that game? Because y'all went head to toe with Bama And if you would have been, I mean, I think y'all were in it the whole time. Like, what was it like to make it all the way to like that far in March Madness with obviously the fan base like kind of right behind y'all the entire time?
And that was the most fun experience just playing a sport I ever had in my life.
Yeah, yeah,
Obviously, we had a really good team that year. We started the non-conference. I think we started 11 or 12-1. We ranked pretty high, and then we had our struggles during the ACC play. We had a really good conference that year, but just like when we got it going, it was just like time was flying. Like
yeah.
we were in Memphis and LA. We're meeting all these big time, basketball heads and people, and you go out to LA and there's half of the, Clemson side it's orange. So uh,
Yeah.
it was really fun. It was really cool to see, especially just the attraction we got through social media. Nobody thought we would be
Mm.
there but us. And it's just I mean, if I had to go back and relive, one moment in my life, it'd probably be that moment. That was a fun time, man.
Dude, that's. I mean, it was. I mean, I'm a massive Carolina fan, so I was definitely sour that we'd just gotten out, but watching Clemson go through that run was absolutely
Yeah.
insane. And then you eventually ended up transferring to Georgia. What stood out to you about Georgia at the time that you knew that that's where you need to go next in your career?
Obviously, I don't know if you guys know about my dad or not, but I grew up a Georgia fan. My dad's in the Hall of Fame there, and
Oh, that's cool.
I just made a decision, fast decision. A lot of outside stuff, um,
Sure.
and I was just like, man, like Georgia's my dream school. I have an opportunity to go
Yeah.
there. I'm gonna try it out for a year. Obviously, we had a pretty good season last year. Made the tournament for the first time in
Yeah.
10 years, which is
Yeah, it's
crazy,
crazy.
crazy to be part of. I think they just hung up the banner yesterday there. So, um, but I think Georgia just was growing up as my dream school, and I didn't want to have any regret of not going there. And but now I'm back here. I guess I'm a Clemson man for life. So
And dude, that's so I didn't. So that's really cool. So your dad played at
yeah,
Georgia. Was he played basketball or football?
he played football. He's in the Hall of Fame there, and he had a really really big career. He's really renowned there. So just growing up when you meet every single Georgia legend and you go to
Right.
every single big game, just from elementary, just from elementary, like you wanna like that's where you want to be,
Yeah.
and I still have that feeling. So, but yeah, my dad was a beast.
Bro, that's so wild, bro. That's insane. I want to go back. I want to go back to March Madness for 1 second. When y'all are sitting there, like before you play a game of that caliber, that intense, like what are the like, what's going through your mind? Like, what's pregame like before March Madness game? Because I can only imagine that. Like, I don't know if it's the nerves or if you go out and just like let's flip and go. Like, what's kind of the mindset
So
before a huge game like that?
I have the same mindset just for every game.
Yeah.
I just try to keep it as peaceful as possible. But I do remember like the first round against New Mexico. I was just I'm really here, like, and I was just freaking out. Like my hands were, and then and then we walk on the court. Well, no, I was coming off the bench that year. They took the ball off, and I'm drinking my water. I'm like, is this real? Like, am I in a movie? And like for the first
That's
4 minutes, I was just shell shocked. Like I was just starstruck, and but I don't remember the other couple games. We were just going to go out there and play hard, and be
Yeah.
aggressive, let us enforce our will on other people. So I think just being the aggressor was our mentality. That whole
Yeah.
run.
So going into this upcoming season, and as a senior, what are you wanting to leave out on the court during your last season on Clemson? What's kind of like the memory you want people, or like what do you want people to remember you as during your last season at Clemson?
Just a winner. I want to win as much games as possible. Obviously, I want to. I mean, the goal this year for me, I want to win a national championship or ACC
Yep.
championship. So I just want to win a lot of games, man.
Yes, I think Clemson basketball this season is going to be insane. Like I think the guys you have coming in are it's going to be a fun season to watch. When you're kind of looking through your basketball career, what do you think's the biggest adversity you had to face to get where you are today?
I would say for my basketball career in high school, I dealt with a lot of uh, ankle injuries, just a broken ankle, 4 or 5 sprained ankles. Getting through that and learning what I need to do to combat that was probably the biggest adversity I probably faced.
I can't do that. So you broke your ankle in high
Yes,
school?
he sprained it.
Oh, you sprained it.
Well, I broke
That's
it. I broke it going into my junior year, and then I sprained it 3 times
shit,
right after that. So that was
dude.
that was definitely a crazy time of life.
Bro, I would be worried. So that on top of that, I think the tough thing is like that's recruiting period too. So I'm sure that was really hard to go through. Also,
Yeah.
so you're going into senior year. What if you're looking at the schedule this upcoming year? Who are you looking at? Like, man, I cannot wait for that game.
It's probably not the opponent, but we're playing in Madison Square Garden against BYU.
Oh,
They're gonna
oh,
be
that's
they're
gonna
gonna
be
be
cool.
really good. Um,
Dang, the band stuff. Yeah,
yeah,
y'all got
yeah.
AJ. That'd be a good game. Dude. Has there been any places you've played in that are like, holy crap, this arena is insane?
Um, Definitely Louisville was pretty crazy. Uh, oh, crypto when March Madness, that was probably the craziest place.
Really?
Yeah, that place was like,
Dude, I've always wondered what it was like playing in Cameron with the
oh yeah,
guys, like with the crazies. All is that environment
oh yeah,
insane?
it is, but you can tolerate it.
Shoot, bro, that's insane. Dude, that's crazy.
Dude, our last question for you. You can tell like on your Instagram that God plays a big part in your life. How big has He been through your journey from Clemson to Georgia, back to Clemson,
Oh
just kind
man,
of your entire
um,
college basketball career?
yeah, Jesus has definitely transformed my life, especially the last 2 years. Well, after my freshman year, I really felt like I found Jesus. Obviously, you're growing up and you just hear a lot about
Mhm.
him and you don't really know him. But I just felt like I had a um, time in my life where I really encountered him, and I got to feel
Mhm.
his love and his peace. And I mean, it's just been like if you guys would have seen me before my freshman year, I'm a totally different person I am now. The way I view life,
Wow.
just about my everyday things, and just like my mental toughness, all because of Jesus. I think just uh, staying in my word, especially I love the Book of Romans, Acts. Those
Mhm.
really, I feel like those really helped me build who I am right now. Just fortify my mind, uh, through the Bible, and just, I mean, I can't even describe it. Uh, like it's kind of supernatural on the change that I've made, um,
Mhm.
just as a person, as a follower of Christ, these last 2 years. So I wish I could like show y'all, like visually show y'all, but Jesus is definitely just um, provided so many gateways and opportunities for me to meet new people uh, and just be an influence and lead more people to Him. I think last year when I was at Georgia, when I got really involved. I got involved with a new church. I led Bible study. I'm leading Bible study now here at Clemson.
That's cool.
So I mean, it's just an honor just to be a leader in the kingdom of heaven.
Yeah.
So, um, like, I'm just, I mean, I'm extremely blessed.
Dude, I think that's really cool. It's crazy. I mean, and I've watched it too, and I mean, even in my own life, like we're really involved with an organization called Young Life.
But
But
yeah,
I think so. I mean, I vividly remember the night where everything changed for me. But it's so crazy, like what God can do if you if like, I mean, things can change like
yeah,
that, like in 2 seconds.
absolutely.
And Dude, that's really cool, man. We're hyped for you for this upcoming season, man. It's gonna be insane, guys. Everyone, go follow Clemson for their upcoming season. It's gonna be absolutely crazy. Follow RJ Godfrey on Instagram, man. Thank you so much for taking the time on a busy morning. We really appreciate
Yes, sir, man. I appreciate y'all.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Thank y'all.